Hi, I'm Megan Hernandez with the Electric Mommy blog, which you can find at electricmommy.com, and I'm here to talk more about Mediavine. This video is actually to address some questions that came up on my other video where I shared what I make with Mediavine versus AdSense. And also, if you're just a new blogger or a blogger that's like thinking about going to Mediavine, or if they're a goal that you're trying to reach, or maybe you're not a blogger and you're just curious like how bloggers get paid, then this is for you. Okay, so I'm going to break this up into like 3 different parts. First, I'm going to talk about how Mediavine pays you versus how AdSense pays you, how they each calculate it a little bit differently. Then I'm going to talk about ad placement control. How much control do you have with Mediavine over where your ads are on your website? And the third thing I'm going to talk about came up through a question on the last video, which is how does Mediavine feel about AI content, which they have a lot of feelings about that. So I'll talk briefly about that too. So first, the way that AdSense and Mediavine calculate how much they're going to pay is a little bit different. So Mediavine pays you on revenue per mil, which is basically revenue per every 1,000 sessions, and Google AdSense is more on a per click or per impression basis. So both platforms actually rely on the same model called programmatic advertising, which basically means it's just where the advertisers bid to show their ads on your site. But here's the difference. So AdSense is basically like an open marketplace. Anyone can place bids and the highest bid wins. It's pretty straightforward, but it often means lower rates because there's less competition for premium ad space, which is what Mediavine is all about. They work with premium advertisers and focus on viewability. So this means that the advertisers they work with only pay for the ads that are actually seen by the user. So if they're below the fold or they're not on the screen long enough, they don't pay for it. It doesn't count, which is usually why you get higher CPMs with Mediavine. So basically AdSense is all about access because it's just an open marketplace. Anyone can go in there, the highest bid wins, and it's for advertisers that are wanting to spend less. Whereas Mediavine's all about quality, and the advertisers over there are willing to spend a little bit more just to ensure that their ads will be seen. And the difference between how these two models pay is huge, which is what my other video was about, just breaking down what I made with Mediavine and AdSense. So you can go check that out if you want to see the actual numbers. I will try to figure out how to link that on the screen somewhere here, but if I cannot, it'll be in the description. And next, I was going to talk a little bit about ad placements and what control you have over where your ads show up on your website with Mediavine. So the beginning is really awesome. They take over everything. So after you go through the application process and get approved, they handle all of the setup on your website. So like with Google AdSense, I know they have the auto ads feature, but I still had to tweak some things a little bit and place some stuff manually. But with Mediavine, it is just really hands-off, at least for me. They do all of the setup. And then once you're set up with them, you can just go into your dashboard, go into the ad settings, and then there's a whole list of where everything's placed, and you can just toggle on or off if you want that one placed wherever it's being placed. It's actually super straightforward. Their dashboard is really user-friendly, so the control is up to you, which is awesome and something we should always be thinking about. I think as a blogger with ads on our website is how much it's affecting the user experience. I know I've seen some people comment on other people's sites that, they couldn't even scroll to the recipe. There was just too many ads. So I know it's a fine line that we walk with, our users and what's too much for them. So it's just something to be mindful of. For me, I have it I left everything the way that they set it up, which I'm pretty sure is with mostly everything on. I'm basically going to let my readers tell me if it's too much, and so far I haven't heard anything, so I'm just leaving it as is. Some of these ad placements make a lot more than other areas, and that's another really cool thing that Mediavine shows you on your dashboard that I will put up here. It actually explains like in dollars how much each of those ad placements is making you for, whatever day. So this is a really good place to come and look if you do want to take off any ads or disable any. Make sure they are not one of the ones that are making you a lot of your income. And last, this one's a little bit of a hot topic. I'm going to talk about how Mediavine feels about AI content. They've actually been really firm on this and believe in prioritizing genuine human written content. And the reason they care about this is because their advertisers want to work with genuine, real sites that are building a trust with their audience. They want to make sure that their network remains a trusted space for their advertisers, because that's really their big thing. You know, they want to work with genuine sites with a good following, a good solid audience of human readers. So I'm not saying don't use AI. There are so many different ways that I use it to help me throughout like my blogging process, but you can't use it to write everything for you. Authenticity, I really think, is key here. So I hope that answered some of your Mediavine questions. If you have any more, let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them. And if you are a blogger, stick around. I'm going to share some videos on my Pinterest strategy as well as my SEO strategy. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my blogging tips.